Hello everybody, I'm Shriman Tenyati. Today I'll be taking you through to my 8-bit CPU design, which I've designed using Verilog HDL. So let's get started. The first part is the design. Over here we have a simple module declaration with a clock port input, reset input, and output as halt. So all the operations are happening internal to the CPU. So we do not have any external ports to carry out the value from the CPU. So we'll be accessing the design hierarchically from the test bench. So going through the variables, we have two registers, one being a 5-bit program counter and another being an 8-bit accumulator. Next, we have a memory that is internal to the CPU. This would be storing all the instructions that we are going to basically send, and we have split the data from the memory into opcode, operand, and then as we are not supporting the immediate addressing mode right now, we would be again going to one particular memory location to get the value. So here we have a uh, active high reset, which is synchronous, as we have not declared it over here in the sensitivity list. This is going to be with respect to the clock, so it is a synchronous reset. Whenever the reset is active, the program counter is reset. Else, we would be going through the case. So basically, we have opcode as the trigger over here. So whenever opcode basically is there, so every unique case is for a unique opcode. So 000 stands for the halt instruction. This will basically make the CPU do nothing. The program counter will be stuck over there. When we have the skip if zero, if the particular accumulator value at that particular state is zero, then it is going to skip the instruction. uh, Next is addition, where we are going to add the particular value. So basically, accumulator plus the value that we fetch, and we are going to increment the PC. Similarly, AND operation and an increment PC, XOR operation, XOR and increment PC, load accumulator, where we are going to load the accumulator and increment PC. So we are going to the next instruction, store sto, where we are going to store into the memory the particular AC value or the accumulator value. And then finally the jump instruction, where we can use it to jump into a particular location. So finally we are assigning halt as opcode 0, because we can basically say that if the program counter is not changing, or if the opcode is 0, then it is going to be the halt instruction. So that is what it is. So over here, in the design example, what we are going to do is we are going to consider the jump instruction, the add instruction. So what we are essentially doing is, first we are going to jump to a particular location. We will be using the add instruction to add a particular value to the accumulator. So for clarity, what I have done is I have initialized the accumulator already to 10101010, and then what we are going to do over here is, first we are going to jump to location 1. So basically, this is going to be the opcode over here, and we are going to jump, sorry, yeah, we are going to jump to the location 1. In location 1, we have the add instruction over here, and then we are going into the location 2 to get the value that we have to add it to the accumulator, which is going to be 1. So if we add 10101010 to 1, we would be getting 10101011. So over here in the simulation, as we can see, initially when this value is read, it the opcode is add and the operand is at this location. So the value that is at this location is 1. So once the addition operation is over, then we can see that this value will get updated to this particular value. So this is what the CPU does. Similarly, over here, if we add more instructions, we can do whatever we want. But for now, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to develop a small Python script that will take an assembly instruction, a set of assembly instructions for this particular CPU, and then convert it into the machine language over here. So over here, what I've done is I've attached a couple of components. The CPU risk v component, CPU risk components. This file contains a couple of components that can be used to make a very simple CPU. Also, the ALU can be upgraded to much more complicated instructions, and the CPU controller also can be customized based on the instructions. So, apart from that, I've also attached the test bench files that I've used for the CPU components as well in testbench underscore files.v. So the design that I discuss right now, it is under CPU underscore RTL 8bit.v, and this is over here. The memory file I have used is over here. So you can basically change the values and observe the results in this as well. And the test bench files is under CPU testbench.v over here. So hope you like this project. Thank you, and have a nice day. Please do like, share, and subscribe.